Do you think sort of you're still as enthusiastic, or is it a different kind of enthusiasm now, say from the earlier days?
Very much a different kind of enthusiasm. I think that in the old days, making a record, every moment of it was thrilling. Every moment of a tour was thrilling. And I can't say that that's true to me anymore. Writing is always a thrill. It's always exciting because it's, to me, it's exploring the unknown, and it's the most productive part of it. Making records, recording records are hard work, and it's a different part of you that comes into play. It's craftsmanship. You need a tremendous amount of patience, and also it takes a tremendous amount of concentration to make sure you're not screwing it up in some way or another. And my attitude towards touring is very much, I'm kind of split in half, because I love playing, and I love playing our music, and Alex and Neil are great guys to perform with. But after a month and a half or so, it's a lot of work to keep your interest up. And I think we have to be careful we don't pace our tours so fast that we lose touch and turn into these cybernauts on stage playing, with our eyes closed. To me, there has to be a sense of struggle there. There has to be something to work for during the course of a show, and that requires you slowing down your pace a bit, which, it's a difficult thing to deal with, and it's not as easy as it used to be, but it can be very rewarding.
Are you sort of quite comfortable performing on stage? I mean, has it got easier over the years, or perhaps more difficult? I mean, it's sort of being up front in front of loads of people, or do you still get nervous? Is there still an adrenaline rush?
Yeah, absolutely. It's still adrenaline that flows before every show. I mean, I don't think it's not conscious. It's kind of a subconscious thing, because you think you're cool and calm and everything, but you find yourself walking around a lot in circles before you hit the stage. And I think that's nervous energy, and you have various ways you get it out. I think when we first started touring, there was a high degree of visible excitement. And after 20 years or so, it kind of tones down a bit, So I think people are always shocked when they come into our dressing room before a show and they see how quiet it is and how calm we are. And, Alex will be snoozing, Neil will be reading a book, and I'll be either talking to somebody or pacing, as I usually do before a show. So it's a fairly calm environment, whereas I think years ago it was much more frenetic.
Do you think you've sort of struck a balance between being in the studio and on stage? I mean, or do you feel primarily more at ease doing one thing or the other?
I think we've become just adaptable, and I think, you adapt. If you're in tour, you get your mind around the fact that you're in a tour, and you get comfortable with that. And when you're in the studio, likewise. So I think we approach one much as the other.
I've got to say, Rush fans have been quite fanatical. I mean, they're renowned as fanatical, especially over here anyway, and very loyal. I mean, after all this time, does it surprise you that sort of the following, not only have you got those people from the early days, from the first albums, but I mean, sort of the new audience as well? I mean,
Well, yeah, it's a constant surprise. I mean, I can't believe how people have hung in with us. I mean, it's a great compliment. It's probably the ultimate compliment to have existed for 20 years and not stayed the same musically, and to still have fans that have come along that entire journey with us. So it's very gratifying to know that, and I don't think it's anything we ever really take for granted. I think it's something that, is remarkable, and every year I think it continues to be remarkable.
Are you actually aware of who you appeal to, or what type of person? Do you think there is a Rush fan or a Rush audience, as it were, or do you think that it?
I don't know.
Sort of, if you go to a concert now of a band, you'll see sort of all the different T-shirts. There'll be one extreme. There'll be sort of music that's quite mellow, AOR-ish, and then there'll be sort of your thumping thrash. I mean, it always sort of struck me that Rush fans were Rush fans, and there'd be Rush T-shirts, and that'd be it.
Right. Well, I don't know. I think it depends on the part of the world you're in. English Rush fans seem to be very intense, I mean, I guess you could make the same statement about any Rush fans, because they seem so dedicated and so intense about what we're doing, and they seem to read a lot into what we do, and they take the details of our album covers and our things that we say, and they really kind of over magnify them to a certain degree. But I think there's a real range of ages out there. I mean, I think there are people that have been with us for a long time, and I think every record we kind of lose a few and we gain a few. So it's a kind of an ever-changing thing, which is maybe that's a good thing.
So what, Geddy, keeps the spark going, keeps the fire alight? I mean, for all these years, sort of the same lineup, producing good records, not being huge breaks, not, punched each other out. I mean, it's been sort of quite solid.
Yeah.
What would you put it down to?
I don't know. It's a difficult thing to put your finger on. Obviously, the personal chemistry the three of us have has a lot to do with it. The fact that we seem to know how to make each other laugh and have a good time doing what we do. Obviously, if it wasn't a good time, I don't think you could keep our attention span for 20 years, that united. So I think part of it, obviously, is that. And there has to be some sort of musical sense of direction that is similar. We seem to grow as musicians in a similar way, at a similar pace. And I think we have the ability to, and the opportunity to get all our musical desires out within the context of Rush. And I think if we had great frustrations as writers, it would probably have led to the demise of our band. But I don't think we have those frustrations, because Rush is kind of like an open book to us, and the three of us are able to put any ideas that we may have into the pot. So nobody walks away really that frustrated, So maybe that's it.
And also there must be just the wanting to do it in the pure sense, because obviously, you're successful, you're known, and you're obviously not doing it for the money. So I mean, it's something that's
productivity. I mean, we like to feel productive. I think all three of us like to be created. All three of us like to feel like that we're contributing something somewhere. And this is our thing. This is what we do. This is how we write. And we think that three of us together stands up as a stronger thing than the three of us as individuals. So, which, is why, in one sense, we called our latest album Counterparts, because we really see that relationship, that one-to-one being the total picture. So I guess we're just addicted to that kind of productivity and that creativity.